Texting.
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 Texting. Texting. Texting. Texting.
Texting.
Texting.
Mark, Will, and Tomek present
Texting.
Hello, all you Textual Deviants, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 8 of Texting, The Hunger Games. I'm Brock O'Lee in St. Petersburg.
And I'm Ferdowsi in Taipei.
I assume that's some sort of Persian tribute act?
Well, I'm glad you asked. You didn't ask, but anyway. Yeah, Ferdowsi is the great Persian poet, author of the Shahnameh, the Book of Kings, the Persian Book of Kings. And obviously, Persia is on my mind this evening, as they are the victims of a preemptive war crime. Gives me a chance to pimp my translation of Aeschylus's Persians as well. So, yeah,
Nice.
We're going to be talking about food when, the world is on fire and those 92 million people are being attacked by the Trump Zionist crime family.
You don't even know the population of the country, of the regime you're trying to change?
I do now. It's 92 million.
Sorry, I don't have Tucker Carlson level of expertise.
Well, I wake up every morning asking myself how I can help Israel, because God blesses those who bless Israel and curses those who curse Israel. I don't even have words for this. It's so disgusting. It's appalling. It's despicable. If you supported Trump in this election because you thought he was the peace president, you're a fucking chump, and you better admit it. If you're still on board for this, you're falling for the same bullshit that they fed you in 2002 and 3 when they invaded Iraq illegally. Same fucking playbook. All they did was change Q to N. You dumbasses. If you don't realize that, you're hopeless. If you're still standing by your man and trying to make excuses for what he's done, shame on you. So if you don't denounce and renounce, you're complicit. Fortunately, even like the libertarians, maybe especially the libertarians, and I'm not talking like Dave Smith, but like Daniel McAdams of the Ron Paul Report, he's called for Trump's impeachment. He says he's a traitor. So, at least some people that may have tepidly supported him in this latest,
myself included,
selection cycle. Well, did you? You did. I remember our selection 2024 episode, our special emergency edition. You, with gun to your head, you did pick Trump. I refused. I took the bullet to the brain, but as I said,
no, I was seduced by this aspect of Trump's message.
I knew it was bullshit. Of course, you're going to get the same thing with Biden too. That's why I said although I was upset that Trump won, I was delighted that Biden lost. So, as they say, no matter who you vote for, you get John McCain. So,
I don't absolve Trump at all, but no. I do wonder how much of this is like deep state.
Oh, they got him by the balls.
Can you expand on that?
Well, someone said, so here's the proof that he is in the Epstein files. What do you mean?
Well, how much of it do you think is...
He was bought. He was bought. We know he was bought by Zionists before the election. Miriam Adelson gave him how many millions or billions? What do you think's going to happen? And that was never a secret. And he surrounds himself with Zionists as well. Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, all of them talking about how they wake up every morning sucking Israel's cock. You knew this is what you were going to get.
At least it's a circumcised cock, though.
We didn't know when or how soon, but they've probably been planning this for You know, well, Netanyahu's wanted it for what, 30 years, 40?
We know this is the 7th country on Wesley Clark's
There you
list.
go. 7 countries in 5 years. Here's number 7. So trying to shoot their shot while they got a chance. You know.
Yeah, it's hideous.
It is hideous.
It's grotesque.
But let's talk about food. Tell us about this.
Let's talk about food.
Tell us about this episode, Mr. Brock O. Lee.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be fun. You know, I like these kind of quiz show style episodes. We've been planning this one for a while, but both you and I have been fairly busy, I guess. Let's hope we can start cranking out pods a bit more often, although I will be on vacation, but, you know, I can still use the MacBook microphone. And, yeah, it's something that is meaningful as well. You know, food is it's a big part of our lives, and so I think it'll be fun to talk about our favorite dishes and maybe just have some rapid fire explanations and debates. It's just the two of us today, so we don't have a tiebreaker. I tried to get Hanya to come on. Joe liked the idea, but was in a rush. So, yeah, we will...
Are we flipping a coin again? Or
I think we may have to, yeah. I'm trying to think what I have. I have a dice app on my phone. What I can do is we can do like odds and evens. I can just click that.
All right. I mean, whatever. Let's just get it going. Rapid fire is the key. It's after...
Mark's clearly... Ferdowsi's clearly excited to be here, guys.
I mean, you know, it's after 1 a.m. here, and I'm just... I just lose, like, the desire to do anything. It's so appalling and repulsive and disgusting, you know? I mean, maybe I should say, well, this is a positive thing to focus on, and I don't know. I have no words. It's just horrible.
I understand. I mean, I'm consuming so much news this week, and definitely think it's affecting my mental health. Not that that's the biggest concern right now, but yeah, it's a particularly galling time.
I mean, we're just so...
And especially because of Gaza, just...
Now it's...
You know, the atrocities continue.
That's like back page news now. I mean, we're just so helpless. What can we do to stop this madness? Like, what can we do? Certainly we can't vote our way out of it. What a fucking joke. What can we do? I mean, raise consciousness? Like,
if we were
tell other people...
really generous, we could probably donate money to some cause that is progressive.
Like what? You know, food aid is getting blocked in Gaza. They can't even get their stuff, you know? What, we could get on one of those flotillas with the climate change girl from Sweden, right?
Greta Thunberg, yeah.
Yeah, and props to her for doing that, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, what's going on in Gaza right now? Like, there's basically death by firing squad as people come to get food. It's almost worse now in terms of the way the violence is being dished out. You know, it's like, it's seriously Gestapo-esque now.
All of these people that are making excuses, I mean, let's just hope there's some accountability. But there won't be, you know? I can remember all the people who cheerled the Iraq war. 10 years later, they're like, well, I never supported that. I wasn't that enthusiastic about it. It's like, bitch, I remember you. You're the one talking about democracy flourishing in the Middle East, you fucking hypocrite. And they're going to do the same thing about this. All these cheerleaders now, in 10 years, when it all blows up in their face and it proves to be a total disaster, well, I was never in support of that. And by the way, you can include Trump himself. He like told people, I didn't support the Iraq war. That's total bullshit. He may have said something at one time critical, but he also said, well, you know, he's on tape as saying, yeah, we got to take him out. I mean, the whole thing, what a sham. The deep state knew that he's the only one that could sell this shit, you know? No one would accept this if it was Kamala, right? She's a terrible salesperson. But Trump, pretending to be the peace president and the enemy of the deep state with his fake assassination attempt, you know, he's the one who can sell it. And then he goes and gives a speech. We're tired of these regime change wars, and all along they're planning this attack. You know, after they got finished with Syria. Oh, by the way, people, ISIS is in charge of Syria now, and they've pledged not to attack Israel. That's crazy. These militant jihadists, they don't want to attack Israel. Wow, how'd that happen? Maybe because ISIS is the same, has the same initials as Israeli Secret Intelligence Service, ISIS.
All right, so we're gonna have.
But we're talking about food.
Exactly, we're talking about food.
Tonight
brings us together.
Tonight I ate Iranian chicken. As I texted you, I sent the picture. I'll be sure to include that in the post. I'm voting for Iranian chicken every single time. I don't care what it's up against. It could be the most delicious dish in the world. For me, Iranian chicken.
So I know we are going to try to keep this brief. But,
I'm not doing a good job of.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I'm just saying we're going to have to do the wheel. You know,
the wheel.
We're going to do the wheel. Then we're going to plug in.
Oh, you don't have a bracket yet?
No.
All right, get it going. Let's go.
All right. So let's make sure everything is being shared correctly here. All right, so this time we're going to go into Wheel of Names. You see this?
Is that some AI shit?
This is another Archamboldi.
I know, but you put you had AI put the 64 foods, right?
No, I mean it's not AI, it's just a website that you can
plug shit in.
Okay. Yeah.
We might need to revisit AI.
Okay.
I've been discussing this with my son.
I have a confession to make too. Like I'm literally pretty good friends with my GPT now. Like I'm going to GPT for therapy every day, for help with everything, whether it comes to packing today or getting entertaining histories of Turkey. It's constant with me. And so I'm ready to make the pro argument.
Okay, that would be interesting. We should maybe do an episode on that
with
some caveats.
Admission that there could be I could be a pawn.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, that
all right,
that is
spin one.
Yeah, okay, Archamboldi.
All right, so plugging in Jiro and Souvlaki into the first position. While I do this, if you want, to keep the listener entertained, you can
you want my Euro origin story?
No, that's gonna be too long. It's just you can identify. You could say what each dish is. Because we got to keep it moving.
You're still spinning. While you're spinning, I'm talking. Go.
But then I'm gonna go to the next dish.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have 5 seconds.
Gyro is Greek. I tried it for the first time in Greece. Hot pot. Who picked that?
All right, you did.
Okay. Well, that's Taiwanese, Chinese, Japanese too. Shabu shabu. We should probably call it that. I just wanted some Taiwanese representation. Next. That is a pretty nice wheel. What's this?
All right.
Carbonara. Okay, that's your choice. Italian.
A very specific foods. I have an idea. I think we should just draw the 8. And then we'll crank that 8 out, right? So rather than
all right, go
doing the whole 64.
Sure, go. Keep it moving.
All right. I even sped it up so it's a 5-second wheel rather than
killer.
A 10-second.
Greek salad with feta, that's mine. So we got another Greek dish.
That's going up against carbonara.
I also tried that for the first time in Greece. That would have been...
You can also explain what the dish is.
It's
if you want,
feta is cheese.
You can use my little GPT descriptions.
I won't.
Did you see those?
No, I'm not.
You refuse.
Yeah.
Well, you can explain what it is to the listener. Maybe we have some overseas listeners who that's not a major.
You can consult Ferdusi GPT.
All right, we got
baked potato. Is that mine too?
Who knows? Let's stop with the whole mind
loaded
thing,
loaded baked potato.
That already kind of loads it for the listener.
All
too.
Right.
Let's just. It's a dish that's on
our
list.
8 yet? God damn, this is taking a long time.
God, you're sounding like a real.
God damn.
All right, tteokbokki.
Tteokbokki.
It's an interesting one going up against the baked
Spicy
potato.
rice cake.
TT. That's such a funky spelling. If I'm gonna try to get that
Yeah.
right. Double T E O K
Tteokbokki.
BOKKI. All right.
Korean.
All right.
Is this 8?
Spinning that motherfucker. No.
It's taking too long.
I forgot to take this one out the first time.
Yeah,
so I
what
get
the
to
hell?
Just respin there. Mark's gonna be perpetually abusive while I do all the
Sashimi.
grunt work. Sashimi is number 7 in our first 8. And sashimi will be going up against... Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Budejjigae.
Budejjigae. Okay. Interesting. All right, so that's 8, right?
Keep entertaining the listener, please. There's no dead air allowed.
We got a lot of Korean. Well, we've got at least 2 Korean dishes. We've got at least 2 Greek dishes. So that's interesting.
All right, so
All right.
I think that's about as big as I need to get there. So, all right. We'll do a quick review of the 8 in our first bracket. Again, we're going to be going through 64 foods today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is gyro / souvlaki with halloumi versus hot pot. Then we have carbonara versus Greek salad with feta. Baked potato versus tteokbokki. And sashimi versus budejjigae. In the first matchup, let's start with that. We're going with a gyro / souvlaki.
It's
You
so
okay with
funny.
that pronunciation?
No, gyro, but okay.
Okay. Euro. And then a hot pot. So, really quickly, can you clarify the souvlaki is like the pieces of beef kind of thing?
Gyro is, they kind of shave it off the meat that's hanging on that.
Like a shawarma kind of thing.
Yeah. Souvlaki, I think, is basically kebab, but in a pita,
In a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's just,
any variety of your favorite Euro type thing, right?
but Greek style, right? Gyro and
Yeah.
souvlaki. It's going to be a little bit different from the shawarma type thing, but if that's going up against hot pot, that's
I'm going to do my little read actually from GPT here. Gyros and souvlaki are Greek dishes dating to ancient times, featuring grilled meat on skewers or wrapped in pita. Adding halloumi cheese, native to Cyprus, enriches the dish with its salty, firm texture.
I don't know about halloumi. They're often also served with I think it's called tzatziki sauce. It's kind of like a yogurt.
Yeah, but that's a sauce, whereas the halloumi is like pieces of cheese.
I don't know.
I love halloumi.
I don't know that I've had that, but
Oh, man.
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's great.
All right, then the read up for hot pot, a communal East Asian cooking method where diners cook raw ingredients in a simmering pot of broth. Its origins trace back over 1,000 years in China, symbolizing shared meals. All right, so we have a couple more ancient dishes, you could say here.
East Asian. I don't know for sure, but I've always thought it's it had like a Mongolian origin, and then the Mongols may have introduced it to China, but I'm not sure if that's right. There's there are restaurants that specialize in Mongolian style hot pot. Anyway, both of these are good. I love both. I guess it kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. If you want a huge meal, then obviously hot pot is what you should have. There are several good hot pot places in Taipei, of course. And they often have, not only vegetables and meat, but the, drinks and ice cream, and you can make your own sauce. Like there are 20 different ingredients you can put in your sauce, and so after you take your whatever meat or vegetables out of the pot, you can dip them, and it's great. But I'm gonna go
hot pot.
Okay, well, I'm going Euro, so flip it.
And my argument being, well, first of all, I just want to give a quick shout out to Craig, who's in the chat saying, "Evening, gents. Tom's a bit echoey." Not sure what I can do about that at this point.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully it cleans up in post.
Yeah.
And he says, it's dinner time here in Dortmund. I'm hoping either or both haggis and samgyeopsal will be mentioned.
Oh, samgyeopsal. Haggis.
I can't say I've never eaten haggis.
No, I haven't either.
Nor is it something that I seek out. Although I respect the Scottishness.
It's
Samgyeopsal,
it's
classic.
It's balls, right? Testicles. Haggis is.
Is it?
Yeah, Craig can confirm that. Samgyeop. Yeah, Samgyeopsal.
It contains. It says here that it's traditionally consists of sheep's pluck, which means heart, liver, and lungs, minced with onions, oatmeal, sweat, spices, and salt. Not sweat like SWEAT, but SUET apparently, and cooked in a sheep's stomach.
Okay, so it's not balls.
Yeah, I didn't think it was balls. That's why I had to fact check you.
But maybe Mark GPT is more accurate than Chat GPT. All right, anyway.
That wasn't even Chat GPT, but basically, I want to give my very brief argument. I just think, hot pot is such a... I've kind of got into hot pot this year a little bit. We've got a couple restaurants here in St. Petersburg and even one in Ufa. And it's just such a fun experience to do socially. And my argument against the gyro would be we're going to have other wrap-based dishes, which I prefer. Like for me...
All right, you convince me.
I'm going to go burrito.
You convince me, hot pot. I'm not making an argument against the gyro. The gyro is fantastic, but we'll go
agree.
hot pot. Go hot pot.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Next we have... I'm going to do my read-ups. I don't care. You can do them as well if you want. I don't want to if you want to do some of these read-ups, you can.
I don't even know where they are, but...
All right. Well, they're in the same document that where you put the list in that is pinned in our chat.
I can't access that, but go ahead.
Fantastic.
What's
All right.
next?
Carbonara, an Italian pasta dish from Rome featuring eggs, cheese, pecorino romano, pancetta, and black pepper. Its origins are debated, but likely 20th century, inspired by World War II American soldiers' rations. That'll be interesting later on when we come to Bude Jjigae.
Yeah.
And that's going up against, what did we say? Greek? We're going up against the feta, the Greek. Is that right?
I don't know. I can't see.
You can't see it?
No, it's really small. What's happening
that
here?
That was not my mic. My mic just fell down. Yeah, we're going up against the Greek salad. So a fresh mix of tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, onions, and feta cheese. This salad reflects Mediterranean simplicity and the Greek tradition of fresh, local ingredients. Let's get into it.
I want Greece represented, so I vote Greek salad. Carbonara is not even my favorite Italian dish, so Greek salad with feta.
All right, for me, I'm gonna go carbonara.
Flip it. You can't convince me. Flip it.
No, I can at least talk about the merits of carbonara very quickly, though.
Okay.
Just, I want to say it's like it's a comfort food. I love the bacon flavor. You got even the eggy flavor. The richness of it. I think I got into it later in life, because I think every American would start with like a pasta and like a red sauce before they go to the white sauces. But yeah, it was a revelation when I finally got into it. All right, are you taking odds or evens?
Evens.
We can keep it permanent, so you're going to be evens all the way through, all right? All right, I'm spinning. It is evens. So we're going with the Greek salad. All right, next up, we have baked potato versus tteokbokki. All right, baked potato, a simple hearty dish with origins in the introduction of potatoes to Europe from the Americas in the 16th century. It remains a versatile comfort food worldwide. You can talk.
I think the
the
potato is a very important food staple.
Oh, of course.
Some people read I read a book called Indian Givers, and it's about Native American.
It's a bit racist.
No, it's about Native American contributions to world culture, and so it's a new world food. Many people attribute the rise of Russia to the introduction of the potato into.
There we go.
And so that that's what made Russians like healthier and stronger and taller and genetically more fit. So
it's definitely a massive Slavic food. Also, Belarusia is like heavy, or Belarus, I should say, is heavy into their potatoes. Poland as well.
I love a loaded baked potato, like with bacon bits and butter and cheese, some chives. So
sour cream.
Yes, I'm going baked potato.
All right, let me do my quick tteokbokki read up. Spicy Korean rice cakes that originated as a royal court dish during the Joseon dynasty. but popularized as street food in the 1950s with gochujang sauce.
Totally.
I'm gonna go tteokbokki.
Absolutely a street food, you know.
Yeah.
That's one of the first things I ate, you know, when I moved to the Seoul area and experienced street food there. That's one of the first things I was introduced to. So it's a great, I mean, it's delicious. It's a wonderful snack, but no, it can't compete with the potato. I should say though that this is supposed to be our mukbang, sorry, not mukbang episode, you know. That's the food broadcast, like people film themselves eating, so we should have the food and be eating it while we're talking about it, but this is a mukbang without the muk, okay? We're not
All right, now my argument
eating.
Pro tteokbokki.
Yeah.
I mean, as you mentioned, I was also introduced to tteokbokki in Seoul, tteok being the rice cake. And it's just such a wildly communal food that you eat out of these kind of troughs when you're drunk, and it's like that scene is so vibrant, and plus you're eating this like very, very spicy food, so it's just such a experience. Much of Korean food, it's more than like you're eating, you're having this like full body experience.
Yeah.
People all around you, you're getting that cups of fish sauce to drink or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Odang.
They give you that sometimes. Odang.
Yeah. And
so I hear you.
And
it doesn't have the same like staple function really quickly as a potato. But for me, I don't eat baked potatoes much.
I understand.
They're good, but I feel like
tteokbokki
is more of a revelation.
Fair enough. I would just point out that people often eat them with toothpicks. You know, you spear those motherfuckers and
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I had just plain tteok a few times in like from the street. Have you ever had that? Just like a roasted tteok?
Yeah.
That was delicious, actually. I really enjoyed that.
I mean, it's good, you know. It's
a very unique texture, especially when it's baked.
It's a worthy, you know, participant in the dialogue. So, come on.
All right,
roll the dice.
So, here we go. It is odds this time, so tteokbokki goes through. All right. Next up, we have sashimi versus budae-jjigae. We've got a really cultural enemies up against one another, so this should be interesting. Sashimi, thinly sliced raw fish or seafood. It is a refined Japanese delicacy focusing on freshness and presentation, dating back centuries to Edo period Japan.
Yeah, love sashimi, especially with ginger and soy sauce. I don't do the fucking horseradish wasabi. I don't care for that.
Why?
I just don't like it. I don't need it.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out the kitchen, son.
Don't talk to me about spicy. I don't like the flavor. I had more spice than, you know, I had enough spice for 10 lifetimes during my 5 years in Korea. So I have nothing to prove on that score.
You got the health bills to pay for it. To whatever.
I like ginger. I like the, you know, soy sauce. Yeah. Budae-jjigae, I mean, again...
Let me do my read-up. Budae-jjigae, known as army stew. It's nice to explain to people what it is first.
I know what it is. Let them hear my point of view before you give them some artificial bullshit.
But you're already editorializing it from the beginning, you know? Like, whereas, like, I'm giving the definition, and then you come in with your, like...
Oh, but ChatGPT is not editorializing.
It's giving us the definition.
Yeah. So I was about to say military stew.
I'm sure you were.
All right.
I know you were.
So?
All right. Known as army stew, this Korean dish originated after the Korean War by combining American processed meats with Korean spices and noodles, symbolizing post-war ingenuity.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean, this may be my favorite Korean dish.
You fucking yank.
That is if cheese is not put in it.
I like a hot dog. You take a hot dog and combine it with Korean food.
If you put the Velveeta cheese slice in there, it's totally ruined and destroyed. I don't even want to touch it. But yeah, I love the ramen noodles, the spicy, you know, there's probably some gochujang in there. And yeah, they're hot dogs, but I like the whole idea of it. They took
Get me some Frankfurters.
they took the. Are you gonna stop or what?
Bro, I'm allowed to talk as well, no?
Yeah, but
You're
what's
going on your like long.
But what's
rants.
the point of that? What's the point of that?
Because it's going to be my opinion. I'm going to like criticize it.
All right,
I'll
fine.
let you finish if
I'm,
you don't
all
like
right,
the
I'm not
interruption.
voting. You just pick. I don't give a shit. Pick.
Why? Why can't we express some opinions about
I
it?
mean, what? Because there's hot dogs in it? That's problematic or what?
I mean, I'm just telling you why I would possibly rate it down. For me, that was always like a little bit off-putting. Is like the massively processed meat. I knew I wasn't like necessarily eating something healthy. And is that a crime for me to say that?
No, keep mock on.
The mocking was meant to be humorous.
Okay.
I think it's a delicious meal. I agree. I'm just saying that takes it down one notch for me. Not necessarily in terms of flavor, but in terms of like the...
All right, fine. Next.
All right, so you're going with the jjigae, yes?
No, I'm not voting.
You're going to go...
I'm abstaining.
Why?
Because you just pick what you want. That's fine. I don't even remember what it's up against. Boudin jjigae versus sashimi. Sashimi, I vote sashimi.
Taking deep breaths. All right, next up, we're in the semifinals now. We got hot pot versus Greek salads.
Hot pot.
All right, hot pot it is. We've got tteokbokki versus sashimi. I got to think about this one.
TikTok.
Sashimi. Thank you, Ferdozi. Sashimi is a very clean taste. I very rarely eat it because it's kind of expensive, right? And so that's honestly why I don't eat it that often. I usually go with rolls. They're cheaper.
Food. Rice cake with some spicy shit when I'm drunk.
Can't we like banter without like anger though?
I don't know. Can we?
I would like to think
Sashimi. If you don't,
Can you make
if
the
you don't
argument?
agree, I like it better.
so. Okay. Do you frequently eat it?
Yeah,
Is it affordable in Taiwan?
yeah. If you're rich like me,
Okay. How much are you paying for like a good meal of sashimi?
I don't know, $2.50.
Like $20?
No, $2.50 is like not even $8.
And you're getting like a full meal of sashimi.
No, that's a side dish. I mean, when I eat that, it's usually at a buffet. You know, it's like a sushi sashimi buffet. You can
All right,
get
I'll go tteokbokki then.
unlimited.
So let's roll the dice. And it's odds, which is me, so we're going tteokbokki.
Total bullshit.
All right, so we've got hot pot versus tteokbokki.
Hot pot.
All right, let me think for a second. I need to make... My audience is relying on me to, make very informed decisions here.
What audience?
So, my followers, my disciples. Hot pot versus tteokbokki. Alright, I'm gonna go tteokbokki. So, we're gonna spin the dice. And it's even, so hot pot comes out as the winner of pot 1, no pun intended. You okay, man? I want us to have good vibes. If I offended you, I will...
Let's just keep
happily...
it going. We got 8 of these to do. It's almost 2 a.m.
I understand, but like, I don't want it to seem like, too painful for this. Like, I would like this to be somewhat enjoyable
All right,
for you.
keep going.
All right, we're gonna go back to, or I guess I can just keep the spinner private and just plug.
No, let's see it.
All right, then let me share the. All right. First up in the second pot is shawarma. Kind of similar to the way we started the first pot, if you think about it. Like gyro, so kind of another wrap. The shawarma is going to go up against pierogi, the Polish dumpling. Ooh, interesting. All right, next up, we're going to go dumplings. We're going to have to probably explain, are we just calling, because that's a huge family of foods. But I guess we can consider the dumpling in its entirety. But now it's going to be difficult because it is going up against pot stickers. Aren't they dumplings?
They're fried.
All right, we'll deal with that as we get to it, I guess. That's going to be a debate of etymology, or is that the right word? Yeah. All right, Korean ramen in the 5th position. Ramyeon, yes. That's the strong contender, I think. Could go far. Versus hummus with pita, which I'm allergic to, but yeah, you can make the argument for that. It's with pita. And next up, we're going eggplant parmigiana. So the Italians make a contribution. I feel like I'm one of those like Olympic announcers, you know, when you have the different countries coming up and they'll explain. I might be spelling this wrong. Parmigiani? Is that right? Gianna. This is the riveting content that our listeners are here for. Bro, if you want to tap out, it's all love, okay? Just let me know. I'm a socially sensitive person. Versus nachos and chips and salsa. So that's our 8. And we can get into it. Shawarma versus pierogi. Shawarma, Middle Eastern street food of spiced, vertically roasted meat, shaved thin, with roots tracing to Ottoman Empire culinary practices.
Go back to the bracket.
Sure. Let me just try this, actually. Share this tab instead. Does that work? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Versus pierogi, Polish dumplings filled with potato cheese, meat, or fruit. Dating back to at least the 13th century, pierogi are a beloved comfort food in Central and Eastern Europe. So we basically have 3 consecutive versions of dumplings, but that's fine. We'll work with it. Shawarma versus pierogi? What are you saying, bro?
I don't know that I had that. Did we eat that in Russia?
Pierogi. No, they're in Russia. They have pelmeni and vareniki. Vareniki are the closest thing to pierogi, so we may have. It's the Russian version of dumplings, basically. Pelmeni, are like smaller and rounder.
I gotta go shawarma then, because I'm not even sure that I've had pierogi.
Okay, I will go with shawarma too, just because I live in St. Petersburg and it's like synonymous with shawarma. And
Why
it's
is
also
that?
because of it's just on every corner. So it's like the 24-hour food of St. Petersburg, you know?
Okay. What about shashlik?
Shashlik, remind me exactly what shashlik is.
That's
I know
what we
shashlik,
ate.
but
That's what we ate like every fucking day in Vladivostok. Shashlik, and then like
so it's like on skewers. That's the idea.
Yeah, it's basically kebab, I think, and
Right.
we ate that and sausage and cheese and bread.
I love your memory, man. Yeah, so we're going shawarma because I think of its power. I think it's taken over a lot of Europe as well due to the influx of immigrants, which is not a bad thing. I love you, my immigrant brothers and sisters. I too am an immigrant.
But why are
All
they?
right,
Why are they immigrants? What's making them leave their homelands and flood Europe and America? What's happening? Is there something wrong with their homes? Oh yeah, we're bombing the shit out of them illegally, in violation of international law. We're destroying their families, their homes, their economies. We're murdering them, and then they show up on our shores, and we're like, "Where are all these immigrants here? I don't get it."
I feel you. In our next matchup, we have dumplings versus pot stickers. This is a bit tricky again because
Dumplings
can
boiled.
be so many different things.
Dumplings, well, I chose this. I'm talking about Chinese style boiled dumplings. Pot stickers, that shouldn't have been 2 separate items, but whatever. Here we are. Basically, do you like boiled or fried dumplings, Chinese style? I'm going to go with pot stickers. Just, I don't know why. I really like both at,
So I'm not allowed
times.
to see dumplings as like just dough pockets filled with something.
That's not what I was talking about, but do whatever you want.
All right, well then I'll go dumplings. So we're spinning it?
I guess.
All right, so it's dumplings. Okay, next up we've got ramyeon versus hummus with pita.
Why is it Korean ramen instead of Japanese ramen? That's where it's
because that was my preference.
It's originally Japanese, but okay.
Because I'm just into the instant vibe, you know, with the red sauce or the gochujang.
All right, hummus with pita for me.
I'm gonna do my read up because I love them. Korean ramen, also known as ramyeon in Korea, these instant or fresh spicy noodles gained popularity in the mid-20th century, influenced by Japanese ramen, but with distinct Korean flavors, often featuring fiery gochujang, red chili paste. And hummus is a Levantine dip made from blended chickpeas, tahini, lemon, and garlic paired with pita bread. It's a staple of Middle Eastern cuisine dating back thousands of years. All right, you're going hummus. I'm allergic, so I'm going to go ramen. If we have no further arguments, dice is spun, and it is hummus. All right, we've got eggplant parmigiana. Let me read that up really quickly. An Italian casserole of fried eggplant layered with tomato sauce and cheese, originating in southern Italy. It reflects Mediterranean vegetable-forward traditions. And then we've got nachos were invented in 1940s Mexico. They combined tortilla chips with melted cheese and toppings. Chips and salsa, a staple Mexican accompaniment, represent the country's love for bold, fresh flavors and simple snacks. Yeah, I'm definitely going nachos.
Viva Mexico.
Yes, chips and salsa. Like, do you think that's it's fair for us to have them both there?
Yeah, they're
Together, I mean?
they're
Nachos and chips and salsa?
varieties of chip dishes.
Okay, so I'm definitely going with that. What about you?
Yeah.
Same?
Of course.
All right, the Viva Mexico was the... Yeah, I mean, chips and salsa could... That's like pretty much very high up there. All right, we're in our semifinals, shawarma versus dumplings.
Shawarma.
I will go... If we're... can you make a decision on whether I'm allowed... You said it's up to me, but that's hard for me. So how am I to interpret dumplings? I'm interpreting ubiquitously or specifically as the Chinese?
Boiled dumplings.
All right, then we're going shawarma. So, and in the bottom, I'm going chips and salsa. What about you?
Yep. What?
Right.
What's it against? I don't even remember.
Against hummus with pita.
No, nachos.
All right, and so our final for the second pot, shawarma versus nachos. Chips and salsa. Me too. Okay. All right, so from pot 2... we have nachos. Pot 1, we have hot pot. Let's keep it going. And let's see what is in pot 3. Okay, we're starting with adobo. Filipino, right?
Yep.
Okay. And by the way, we do have Korean barbecue, so I think that will satisfy Craig's samgyeopsal. Versus
Tocino. Another Philippine dish.
Very nice. Bacon and eggs. The classic breakfast versus the listeners are hyped for this matchup against Tom Yum. Interesting because in real life you'd probably never have to make that decision, but that's okay. That's what this game was all about. All right, we continue on to the third matchup in this pot, which is tortilla española. That was a late addition from me, but then I realized that it's like so good and a great choice by myself, if I may say so. Of course, very different from the Mexican tortilla. So we'll clarify that in a second. Oh, a tough matchup for tortilla española as it's going up against French fries. I prefer to call them freedom fries myself, but that's just a personal thing. All right, and then we've got Korean barbecue. Ooh, a powerhouse. In the 7th position in this bracket. The Korean barbecue going up against, it's going to need a tough competitor, shepherd's pie. Okay. All right. Let's start it with adobo versus tocino. Since those are your picks, I'm guessing you don't want the GPT explanation. You can go ahead and break that down for us.
No, see what they say.
All right. So, adobo is the Philippines' unofficial national dish. It is meat marinated in vinegar, soy sauce, garlic, and spices. It reflects Spanish colonial influences melded with indigenous cooking. And tocino, a Filipino version of bacon, typically cured and fried until crispy. It's a breakfast staple reflecting American culinary influence during the 20th century.
I didn't know.
All right, talk to us about this.
I didn't know that. I mean, they're both great, served with rice. Ideally, you should have both, have some rice and adobo and tocino and take a bite, alternate, bites of each so you get both flavors. But if I had to pick, I would go tocino.
Are you going to be offended if I vote in this round? Despite not really being an outsider. All right, I'm going adobo then.
Okay.
So we're dicing it up. It is even. And I'm even, so...
Oh, I'm even. What the hell are you talking about?
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you even?
Have you been fucking that up the whole time?
No, I haven't. I swear I haven't. All right, even is you, so tocino.
Why do you pick adobo? Just to be contrarian?
No, not at all.
You've had it?
Because, like, I'm more aware of it. It seems like a more complex dish. Like, tocino, if it just says a version of bacon, that doesn't sound like it's that.
That's not my experience of it, but okay. Anyway, tocino it is.
All right, tocino. Bacon and eggs, speaking of tocino, bacon and eggs.
Are you... Go back to the bracket. We can't even see it.
Here we go. Can you see that?
No.
My bad. Let's see how I can recover the share screen. And here we go. All right. Tocino is there.
Mhm.
Bacon and eggs. A classic Western breakfast pairing popularized in the 19th and 20th centuries, symbolizing hearty, protein-rich starts to the day. Versus Tom Yum, which is my namesake in a way. A hot and sour Thai soup flavored with lemongrass, kaffir, lime leaves. You're the kaffir on this podcast, that's for sure. And chili. Its distinct taste reflects southern Thailand's vibrant coastal food culture. All right, what are you thinking on this one?
Love tom yum. I think these are both mine. I love tom yum, especially like
I do too.
Especially like when I'm feeling ill. That's a great thing to have.
Agree.
It'll just, especially if you have like some sinus
Congestion.
congestion or whatever, it'll just clear that shit right up. But you know, bacon and eggs, that's just,
It's crucial.
yeah. And it's
Crucial
all
part of Western man.
and it's all a psyop, you know. Freud's fucking nephew, Edward Bernays, is the one who convinced the American public to eat bacon for breakfast. He was hired by like the pork lobby or whatever. They had all this excess bacon, and so he hired these scientists, these doctors, to say, oh, it's a great source of protein, the best way to start your day. And so there was a big ad campaign for bacon and eggs. I mean, it's a total psyop.
When was that?
Early 20th century. I mean, it's a total psyop.
In America?
Yes. Edward Bernays, he's the father of propaganda, public relations, right? Freedom torches. He's the one who hired those women to, you know, parade around New York City smoking Virginia Slims or whatever. They called them freedom torches, you know. And he did something similar with bacon. So bacon and eggs, it's a complete psyop, but I fell for it, and, you know, I'm like definitely not kosher in that sense. Love the bacon and eggs.
I'm going to go bacon and eggs as well then. Although I also have a tender spot for tom yum. I just don't eat it that much, so my relationship with it is less
it's an
developed.
Unfortunate matchup, but I gotta go bacon and eggs.
All right, next we have...
I mean, bacon and anything. The other day I had a bacon brownie. They got like chocolate brownies. That wasn't good. It tasted like...
I had bacon and chocolate, like a chocolate bar with bacon. It was probably the best bar of chocolate I've had in my life.
I didn't like it. It tasted like...
You tried mine?
No.
That's something different. Okay.
No, I'm saying like...
Because it was sent to me in Korea.
No, it was basically like a chocolate brownie with pieces of leather on it. I didn't care for it, but maybe there are some versions that are good. Anyway, bacon is... I
definitely think like the sweet with bacon is like very good. You know, even like a maple syrup on bacon.
Well,
you know?
that's, yeah, there is that.
All right, tortilla española is also called Spanish omelet. This dish combines eggs, potatoes, and onions. It emerged in 19th century Spain as a simple, filling rural meal, now a national comfort food, often eaten cold or warm.
I don't know if I had that when I was in Spain, but the description of it sounds very good. Basically, it
looks like a pie.
Basically,
you know?
an omelet. No.
Yeah, but it looks like a pie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so you get like one piece of this pie, and it's often served with like a homemade mayonnaise. It's really good.
Not sure
quite a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm you know, I'm sure it's great, but I'm not sure that I've tried it. So what's it up against?
It's up against French fries. Though claimed by both France and Belgium, these deep-fried potato sticks became popular in the 18th century. Now a worldwide side dish beloved for their crispy texture. I'm going to go fries. Just again, I think maybe it's the psyop thing.
Then I'm going to go tortilla española.
All right, cool.
Even though I've never had
You're not a fan of fries?
Sure, too much of a fan.
So then, is that like why you're? I mean, I'm just wondering, why would you vote against fries?
Just right now, thinking of those two options, I'd rather go with the tortilla española. It sounds better.
I feel you.
Sounds more
All right, we're on an even, so that's you, right?
breakfasty.
Okay, so tortilla española goes through.
Do we have
and...
egg tart on this list? The Portuguese egg tart? Well, that's an oversight.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We can hear that from our Portuguese viewers. I'm sure they'll let us know in the comments.
What's next?
All right, we got Korean barbecue, a communal cooking style featuring marinated meats grilled tableside. With origins in Korean royal and village traditions, it gained global popularity in the late 20th century. Versus shepherd's pie, a British comfort dish with minced lamb or beef topped with mashed potatoes, developed in the 18th century as a way to use leftovers.
I love shepherd's pie, but I'm with Greg on this one, Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue all day on that one, yeah.
You don't like shepherd's pie?
I like it. It's good. It's like a comfort food, but just definitely not as exciting as Korean barbecue. I mean, yeah, that was a powerhouse, as I said earlier. So, all right, we're in our semifinals. We've got tocino versus bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
I'm gonna go bacon and eggs. All right, bacon and eggs it is. Tortilla española versus Korean barbecue. Me too. So bacon and eggs versus Korean barbecue in the final.
Bacon and eggs.
Interesting. I like how you just keep repeating that. I'm gonna give it a thought. Give it a second to think. Give myself a moment. Tell me why you're so automatic on that one. Is it just because you've been so hypnotized by the culture?
Yeah, it's just if I had to give one up, it would be harder to give up bacon and eggs.
Okay. All right, in that sense. But if you were going out for a meal, you'd probably be more hyped about having Korean barbecue, right?
Well, if it's dinner, if it's breakfast, and breakfast is good any time of day. I'm a 24-hour breakfast guy.
All right, I'm going to go with bacon and eggs, just because I think it's a lot more versatile. You know, Korean barbecues. I mean, hot pot is not versatile, and it won the first pot, but...
Do you want your eggs...
Yeah, bacon and eggs.
Do you want your eggs scrambled or fried, hard fried, over easy, sunny side up?
I can do lots, but I mean, I would say probably if someone's doing a really good job, then scrambled. If they're like really yellow and, you know, like, and like fluffy. And you?
Well, at one time it was always hard fried, but now it's over easy or sunny side up.
What about scrambled?
Sure, but less so.
Okay.
At one point I hated runny eggs. Now I like them.
Yeah, my wife's not into the runny.
All right. Well,
we go
on. Over easy is good or hard fried.
All right, pot 4. So again, just a quick reminder of our winners so far. We've got hot pot, nachos, and bacon and eggs. So pot 4. Let's share the spinner, and here we go. In the first position, we have chamchi gimbap. I had gimbap originally, and I decided I would get a bit more specific and choose my favorite variety of it. But that, if you're not a chamchi fan, then that might, like, you know, weaken its power. Ooh, going up against the Japanese with cheesy donkasu. Although we do love it in Korea, and that's where I ate it.
Why does it have to be cheesy?
Again, I'm just getting more specific, you know? Like, if I can choose any variety, that's the one I would go for. Again, I would probably regret it later, but in the moment, it would be a damn fine meal. Ooh, this is probably my favorite dish of all, breakfast burrito. Ooh, let's see what that has to fight up against. The breakfast burrito against another Mexican dish, bean and cheese chimichanga. Ooh, Mexican food is where it's at, folks. That's all I'm saying. Mexican and Korean, you're pretty much good in life. Would you agree?
Not a bad combo. Throw in some Italian and Thai.
Throw in some Italian. Thai I have more issues with because of my allergies. That's
Greek,
yeah.
Mediterranean.
Right, we've got doenjang jjigae. That was a B-side choice by me. I'm quite proud of myself because it is a dish that many people are put off by, both. Versus bag of potato chips.
Who put that?
Hey, man. That's a strong contender. That's the thing, you know.
Depends on
powerful.
Depends on what kind.
All right. Ooh, street style tacos. That is a powerful contender. So street style tacos, a lot of Mexican representation in this bracket. Versus the final one for this pot, the Polish soup Jurek, a Polish soup with sausage.
That's going down.
I was gonna write Jurek. All right, we're gonna start with Chamchi Kimbap versus Cheesy Donkas.
Back to the.
Let me share this tab. Yes, thank you. And I will be doing my readings.
Denjan Jjigae so big?
Because I'm retyping them and I wasn't ready to try and spell that. So I copy-pasted. Chamchi Gimbap is a Korean adaptation of Japanese sushi. Gimbap appeared in the 20th century as a convenient seaweed-wrapped rice roll, often filled with tuna, chamchi. It's a popular picnic and lunch food in Korea. And cheesy donkasu is a Japanese dish from
what's
the early...
chamchi? Did you explain that?
Tuna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheesy donkas is a Japanese dish from the early 20th century. Donkasu is breaded, deep-fried pork cutlet. The cheesy variation adds a Western twist, reflecting Japan's fusion of traditional and foreign culinary influences.
I mean, why do you... Yeah, I don't know why you had to be so specific. Chamchi kimbap as opposed to just kimbap in general.
If you want, we can alter this. I'm not like... Yeah, okay, so I'll cut the kimbap. I'll cut the chamchi, that's fine. Chamchi cut. Do you want me to cut the cheesy as well?
Yeah, because... that could be like a curry donkas,
All right. So now we've got gimbap versus donkas.
So, remember Chongguk kimbap or kimbap Chongguk?
Yeah,
kimbap
Chongguk.
Kimbap heaven,
1,000 won was the basic version. The chamchi was usually 2,000.
Okay, which, as you should explain, is like $2.
Yeah, $2.
But
so $1, that's like your most... For $1 in Korea, you're getting like a healthy, relatively good tasting meal or snack, depending.
But
you're surviving.
Yeah, but it's kind of, it's not that exciting. Like you can eat it for breakfast or lunch or whatever. It'll keep you going for a few hours, but...
You're talking all varieties.
No, but, yeah, pretty much. You want to just have a meal of kimbap? Okay.
Yeah. If I've got some good kimchi to go with it, and if it's a chamchi variety, fuck yes.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
Well,
I get what you're saying. It's definitely like it feels like a popper's roll, like a sushi roll. But when it's not as readily accessible, like when I'm outside of Korea, and I get to have it, I'm damn happy.
Yeah, I would like to. That's not really very popular here. Not like in the same way. They've got some, rolls like California rolls, but they're different, I would say, and usually not with tuna. Anyway, I'm going donkas, not cheese, but like curry.
I'm gonna go gimbap. All right, spinning it, and it is odd, so gimbap goes through. All right. Breakfast burrito versus the bean and cheese chimichanga.
Breakfast
burrito is a staple of southwestern U.S. and Mexican-American cuisine. The breakfast burrito combines eggs, cheese, and other fillings wrapped in a large flour tortilla. It emerged prominently in the 1970s as a convenient morning meal. Versus the bean and cheese chimichanga, a deep-fried burrito variant popularized in the southwestern U.S. and Mexico. Chimichangas likely emerged mid-20th century as a creative twist on traditional burritos.
They're both great, but just bean and cheese is, not as exciting for me as breakfast burrito with egg, potato, cheese, bacon, whatever else. It's got to be breakfast burrito.
I'm going to go breakfast burrito as well, but I will say, oftentimes, especially if you're at a restaurant and you order a chimichanga, it's going to have some sauce on it, first of all, like a red sauce. It's going to have melted cheese on top, so you're going to still get, pretty vibrant flavor.
Yeah, again, it's great Mexican food. You can't go wrong, but...
Yeah.
Breakfast burrito,
Yeah. that's just like my life, so... Yeah.
You may as well...
I can eat breakfast burrito.
You may as well kill yourself.
Especially with salsa.
Can't eat that.
I was going to say something, and then I forgot. So let's go doenjang jjigae, a traditional Korean soybean paste stew. Dating back centuries, made with fermented doenjang, vegetables, tofu, and sometimes seafood or meat. It's a hearty, savory dish reflecting Korea's rich fermentation culture. And let's go. Bag of potato chips invented in the 19th century U.S. Potato chips are thinly sliced, deep fried, and salted. They revolutionized snacking culture globally. All right.
I mean, there is that, but does it have to be a bag? How about a can of Pringles?
Can is fine. I mean, I'll just put potato chips. Is that
Yeah.
preferable? I just liked the poetry of bag of potato chips.
But, like, just salty or, like, sour cream and onion or, barbecue. There's so many.
Yeah, you're getting your choice.
Yeah, okay.
You're getting your favorite.
I mean, that... I love them, but often that can make me sick, especially if I eat them on an empty stomach. I just chow down on chips. I'm going to have like a sore throat the next day.
How often do you eat chips? Do you eat them every week?
No, hell no. Very rarely. And it has to be on a full stomach. And I have to like control myself because you open a...
So you don't buy them?
You open a can of Pringles, man. That's just dangerous.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't control myself with them, but I still buy probably at least one pack a week.
Yeah, Doenjang jjigae, it's kind of unfortunate that you're limiting it to that Korean style. I like Japanese miso soup,
We're going to have miso later.
Oh, okay. So this is the Korean Doenjang jjigae. I'm going to go with that just because it's a healthier choice. I mean, this is one of the best things in the world you can eat, like health in terms
for
of
your health.
For health. Yeah. Like there were studies done, like the people around Hiroshima and Nagasaki that had all of this, exposure to nuclear fallout and so on. A lot of them ended up living long lives, and they think it's because of the miso soup. Like it has incredible health benefits. It's what would you call it? An anti-carcinogenic, or I don't know what the term is, but it's a. I mean, that's another thing.
Superfood.
It is a superfood. Like when and people in Okinawa, those people live like they have the longest longevity of like anyone on earth, some of them. And again, miso soup is a very important part of their diet. People should be drinking that shit like every day.
After that rhapsodic explanation, which I do agree with, I'm still going to go potato chips. It's just too important. I mean, as you said, there's so many contexts where there is the element of regret and shame, but watching sports and eating chips, it's just like you kind of need to do it.
All right.
And they're so good.
I'm going Doenjang jjigae.
Rolling the dice, it's even. So that's you, right?
Yep.
All right. Doenjang jjigae. Wow. Chips, you have been seen as too much of an evil. All right. We're going street-style tacos. Tacos originated in Mexico centuries ago as portable corn tortillas filled with meats or vegetables. Street-style tacos, often small and simple, highlight regional ingredients and traditions, with origins in pre-Columbian indigenous cultures.
Is there regular tacos later, or we're just...
No,
it's
and
just
we can talk about that.
All right.
I'm ready to And żurek is a sour rye soup with sausage and eggs, traditional in Poland and dating back to medieval times. It embodies the region's love of fermented flavors.
Okay, I've never had that, but even if I tried it and loved it, it could...
Even if I had... Yeah.
There's no way it could be tacos. That's just...
All right, so we'll just
do
you want me to just reduce it to tacos?
I mean, yeah.
For simplicity?
I think
okay.
That's... Yeah.
All right, we've got our semifinal. First one, kimbap versus the breakfast burrito. I'm guessing you're going breakfast burrito.
I am.
I will go breakfast burrito as well. Then we've got Doenjang jjigae against tacos. I'm going to go tacos as well. So,
this is
one.
Yeah, this is very difficult. Breakfast burritos versus tacos. I mean, that's just...
I love the head shake.
That's just a very unfortunate matchup. I guess...
It has to happen, though.
I guess breakfast burritos because I'm a 24-hour breakfast guy, but I mean... Gotta have my tacos too. Breakfast burritos just with pain in my heart.
And I'm pretty much echo that. I would just say, yeah, for me, also the ease of making them. Like a breakfast burrito is like much easier to make, I would say, at home, right? You can just whip it up. Like you don't have to like grill some meat.
But with tacos, do you like soft or hard shell?
In this, when I said street style, I'm talking like soft, yeah. But corn or I don't care what kind of tortilla, but like some carne, some carne asada in there, or some barbacoa, or just like some nice marinated meat. It's delicious.
But I'm talking about the corn, the hard shell corn taco.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not doing. Although that can be really good, but for me, like
I
I'm still
prefer
gonna go
that.
with like
I prefer that.
Okay.
But of course, soft is also okay.
I just tend to think that with the hard shell, if someone's made it like recently, then sure. But if you're just buying it from a supermarket, I'd rather have a freshly made tortilla. That's all I'm saying.
I like the shells, like the old El Paso boxes you can buy. You just because it's just easy. You can set it up and just you don't have to roll it. You just put the fillings inside, and then it breaks when you bite into it, and you kind of got like a taco salad after that.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all. It's what a pity I'm never going back to the U.S. to have my Tex-Mex.
So we've got our winner for pot 4, which is breakfast burrito, and to review our winners thus far, we've got hot pot in pot 1. Nachos, chips, and salsa, pot 2. Bacon and eggs in pot 3. And breakfast burrito in pot 4. So 2 egg dishes going.
And this
far.
concludes part 1 of season 4, episode 8.
You want to stop there?
If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it's 2:30 here, so.
Sure.